Did you know you can't manage other people until you first learn to manage yourself? Hi, I'm Dr. Naomi Roberson, and thank you for tuning in. I'm going to be talking today about principles to live by. Now, many of you all have called and sent your letters and just sent so many words of encouragement. I want to say, first of all, thank you for doing that. We want to continue to hear from you. We want to know that we are helping you and that you are getting something out of this. Now, I've talked about this before, and we have 101 principles, but I'm going to start with number 1, and you're going to see the website address, and you can, just go to the website and get more information about how you can obtain your copy of the principles to live by. But I want to reiterate and just say, first of all, a lot of times we try to manage other people. We want to be big time managers and supervisors, but you know what? You can't manage other people until you manage yourself. A lot of times people just want to do what they want to do, say what they want to say, go where they want to go. You heard that, you seen that movie, The Addams Family, okay? They just do whatever they want to do. Well, when you were talking about discipline, I want to give you 2 key words. One is self-discipline, okay? You have to have some self-discipline in order to incorporate these principles in your life. And the second key word I want to give you is perseverance, the need to keep trying. You don't give up. Stop at nothing. When you're talking about being a better person and correcting the things that you don't like about yourself, yeah, it's easy to look at someone else and see things that are not right, but I'm talking about looking at yourself. You need the perseverance. Now, the first principle I want to give you, now if I don't finish this today, there will be a part 2. And we'll show you how to get that as well, all right? Number 1, live and practice what you preach others, because the message is first to the messengers. A lot of times we want to tell other people what to do, but we don't want to do it ourselves. You use the same advice for yourself that you give to others, okay? Next, never try to be all things to all people all the time. You just can't do it. And a lot of people try and they wear themselves out. They wonder why they're exhausted, why they're tired, why they're stressed out, why they're having health problems. You can't do that, okay? You can, but it won't work. Let me put it like that. Next, never seek the advice of unqualified people. Go to somebody who's smarter than you. Okay, go to someone that you know that they're qualified to give you the information that you need. Next, I want to say, don't tear down others in order to build up yourself. Sometimes people are just so comfortable with tearing down other people, and they build up themselves in that same breath. Don't do that. We're talking principles to live by, okay? How to be a better person, how to have that confidence, how to be secure in your lifestyle, okay? Next, every leader should have a leader. Come on. Now, if you don't have a leader, who's going to correct you when you're wrong? And a lot of people want to run their churches that way. They want to run their business that way. Every leader needs a leader. You need to have somebody that you can check into, okay? Check with them and find out how things are going. Okay, next. Don't share your gifts to live. Instead, live to share your gifts. A lot of people want you to see just how good they are and what they do. But you need to live and let people see what you're doing and understand that you can be an example. All right, next, I want to go through because I really want you all to get this, okay? And I want to be able to finish as many as I can. Even if I don't, again, you can go to the website. Now, be aware of people who are hurting, because people who are hurting hurt other people, okay? And sometimes people who are hurting seem to have an attraction to other people who are hurting. Work with that, okay? I can't give you a lot on that. That's something you have to deal with. Okay, nothing is ever won with anger. Calm down, first of all. I like to, having a strong managerial background, I learned that when you're upset about something, let it die down a little bit. Take a rest. Walk away from it. Tell them I'll meet with you at 3 o'clock. If it's 10 in the morning, say, okay, we'll talk around 3 o'clock. You don't go into that conversation with a lot of anger. You won't get the results that you want because, first of all, the anger takes control of the subject. Next, fear. It's a demon that comes to destroy your dream. Now, some of these I don't even need to explain. They're self-explanatory, okay? Next one, there's power in what you speak. You can either speak life or you can speak death. And a lot of people are just negative. And I say that because I'm speaking of my experience in dealing with people, and I've dealt with droves of people throughout my lifetime, and I found that people who are just negative, they speak all this negativity in their life and they wonder why they're having the problems that they're having. You attract that kind of energy, first of all. Okay, next, always guard your heart, your reputation, and your spirit. Sometimes you can't always do that, but I'm saying at least try. Because you don't want people to take your heart and do what they want with it, or taint your spirit, or ruin your reputation. You guard those 3 things that I just gave you, okay? Next, surround yourself with strong, powerful, loving people who are filled with wisdom, okay? It's very rewarding to be around people who are smarter than you. You will learn something, okay? I've always had just this attraction even when I was young. I love older people because little did I know as a child, they had the wisdom that I needed for today. But I know it now. So always try to surround yourself with people who are smarter than you. Next, don't create false self-images for yourself. You have to love yourself just the way you are, okay? And if you don't like the way you are, then work on that personality and that character in you that you don't like. You know, you don't have to tell everybody. Just work on it, admit it, own it, and deal with it. It's just that simple. I didn't say it was easy. I just said it's simple to get to the next point, okay? Now, stay away from people who drain you mentally and physically, even if it means you have to, limit your visits and your telephone calls with them. Sometimes people just, I don't know, they can wear you out. And you find yourself when you get off the telephone, you have a headache, you don't know why you feel bad. And you're not even aware that they have zapped, and I want to just say sucked the life out of you, okay? They have taken your energy to the point where, you just need a nap, okay? So watch that. Next, always deliver what you promise. Be a man or a woman of your word. Learn the true meaning of being a friend. The deepest thing in them should be the deepest thing in you, and that's love. Okay? Now, if you want to get to where someone is, you have to first go where they have been. Now, see, everybody don't want to go through some of the trials and tribulations and the problems and all the things that the other people have been through, but they see you and they see this person that almost look perfect and glorified and all of that, but you don't know what they've been through. Everybody has a story to tell, okay? Next, always know that your joy and excitement is not necessarily someone else's. Everybody is not happy for you. So you have to select the people that you know that you can go to and talk to them about this excitement that you have. Because some people will criticize you and say, well, why do you want to do that? Kill your dream instantly, when you don't even need them to validate you, first of all, okay? Next, never hang out with losers, okay? Now, I know we learn and we live and we learn and we live, but we have to know when people are just not good for us. I didn't say you're supposed to hate them. I didn't say you're supposed to not love them. I'm saying don't hang out with them. Once you understand that, move on. The next one, I know this one's going to hit a lot of people. This is a big one. Be aware of manipulators, underminers, and persuaders. Okay, I'm just leave that alone. I'm going to let that absorb with you for a little bit, But when you get a copy of this, you're going to understand more about it, okay? Next, always try to know when you can or cannot trust someone. Being a good judge of character is always important. You have to work with that. You have to work it and work for it and take time to understand it and identify it. Be a good judge of character. We all make mistakes and sometimes we pick up with the wrong people. But you should learn something from that, okay? You don't just keep making the same mistakes over and over. You can't go forward if you're looking backwards. The past is only experience to help make you a better person today. Hopefully the past gives us the wisdom that we need to be stronger people, okay? Next, take control of your mind. Never always allow yourself to entertain every negative thought that comes into your mind. You have to take control of your mind, okay? Think before you speak so that you can eliminate the possibility of always having to say that you're sorry. I've seen some sorry people just always sorry. I'm serious. They just, sorry, I'm sorry for this. I'm sorry. Always apologizing. Take some time to think. I didn't say that there was something wrong with you. I'm not judging you. I'm not saying that's crazy, dumb, or stupid. I'm just saying that it's not mature. That's what I want to say. We want to eliminate the possibility of always being sorry. That's just not a good word in our vocabulary, okay? Now, you can't teach what you don't know, and you can't take someone where you've never been. And how many people try to do that, okay? Stick around. If you haven't seen it, you will. Keep living. You'll see it, okay? Next, beware of people who are intimidated by your strength. Some people are just jealous to be jealous. They just don't like your strength. They hate that every time you fall down, you bounce back up and you keep going. And I can attest to that because I am a strong person, and I know a lot of people just don't understand. How does she keep going? Okay, I've been blessed with strength that you wouldn't even understand, and that's why I'm here today. I can tell you some stories. I can tell you about some things. Okay, don't let people be intimidated by your strength. Don't even have them around you. That's my point. Okay, you got to be aware of that. Next, don't be a people pleaser. People pleasers have no real standards for themselves because they are weak in many areas, and they are insecure people without a concrete direction in life. Watch the people. Don't be a people pleaser. Okay, be careful of that. Self-confidence is good, but being overconfident can hinder you. Now, don't criticize what you don't understand. Everything is not going to be something you understand right away. If you don't know, you don't say anything. Okay. Pray about it. Ask someone. Get an understanding. But don't criticize it, okay? Get an understanding. Okay, no matter how successful you are or you intend to be, your first priority is always your family. I don't care what's going on. Your first priority is your family. These workaholics and these people like to run down to the job every day and work. You know what? If you didn't want your family to be your first priority, then you shouldn't have had a family, okay? And many people are making those mistakes that they put their job, their friends, their social life, everything in front of their family, and they wonder why they're not prospering and why they have the problems that they have. Now, never show weakness in the presence of those who are following you or look up to you. People want to see strength in their leader, and you have to give that image. And you have to you have to just be there for the people, and whatever you do and whatever you feel, it's got to be in private, because people are dependent on you. There's some people who just don't know things, and they're dependent on the ones who have been called out, who does know. So never show weakness, okay? Next, I want to say this. People go through life with this same one, always blaming other people. But I want to say, stop blaming others for the things you fall short of. Be accountable for your own actions. I want to say man up. That's what I really want to say. Woman up. Okay, whatever way that people put it. Just be a man or woman of your word. Admit that you're wrong. Deal with it. Own it. Okay? And a lot of times people don't want to do that. But so be it. Okay, next. Beware of those so-called shady friends who always have a hidden agenda. You ever see people, they just always got a hidden agenda, never can do nothing nice for you, got something always in the making that they're going to get something from you. And when you're a good judge of character, as I said before, you can identify that, okay? Never allow anyone to dump their garbage on you, so to speak, okay? And literally drain you and clutter your mind with their problems. Okay, you see how some people just, and you say, no, I don't know. You do know. And if you don't know, you'll find out tomorrow or the next hour. It's just life. People do that, and we have to correct them in a nice, loving way. Look, it ain't going to happen here. Did you hear? No, I didn't hear. Don't want to hear. I'm busy. Go get you some business. Just take time out. Get people out of your zone and out of your element to the point that, you can have your own energy and decide your own day. People call up and plan your day for you if you're not careful. Okay, you'll find yourself doing things other people want you to do. That's that people please I'm talking about. Okay, now, when you wake up each morning, never allow your feet to touch the floor until you have first acknowledged the creator of all creations. Okay, it's not because of you that you have breath in your body. It's not because of you that you open your eyes any given morning. Okay, understand that. Okay, next, be careful with whom you choose to share your vision or your dream with. Some people will just knock it out the park. I'm telling you, they just don't want to see you because, and it's a sad thing because a lot of people just don't have a dream or a vision, and then if they do, they don't know how to get there. So a lot of times they'll try to destroy yours. Okay. Now next, seek professional help if you have an addictive personality. Some people just get hooked on anything and everything all day, every day. They just have an addictive personality. Get some help with that. And I'm not just speaking of this or that in particular. It could be anything besides drugs and alcohol. It's a lot of things people get addicted to. Okay. Now, Being humble will open many doors for you. That's self-explanatory. Be good to yourself and make this a part of your daily routine. Rewarding yourself periodically will boost your self-esteem. We take care of everybody else. And I don't want to say I'm not even in that, okay, because I'm really good to me, okay, if you only knew. But a lot of people take care of everything else and everybody else. And I know because I used to be that person. A top number super caregiver of the year, okay? And forget to take care of themselves. Taking care of everyone else. Take care of yourself too, okay? Remember to reward yourself. I didn't say stop taking care of the people. You can, and when it's right, the situation is right. But take care of yourself too. Okay, next. From time to time, do something for someone else without looking for something in return. I mean, that's a hidden agenda if you're looking for something in return. You didn't do it because it was nice. You did it for something in return. There's a big difference, okay? Now, never allow anyone to dictate your innermost feelings about how you should feel about someone else, okay? Use your own good sense of judgment. And what I mean by that is a lot of people will come to you and try to dictate how you should think and feel about somebody that maybe they have a problem with. Maybe that's a person they don't like, or maybe that's a person they can't get along with. And they try to interject their feelings and their emotions into you to tell you, you should feel the same way because this is how it is. Everybody's different with other people. Everybody don't have the same problem. So, get past that. And I'm talking wisdom and maturity here as well. Now, be careful when you're choosing certain environments. You are a product of your environment. How many times have you heard that? You are a product of your environment, and you will attract what you are. Okay? Some environments are just not healthy for you to be in, whether you are strong or weak. And it's nice when you do know your strengths, and it's nice when you know your weaknesses. You just don't go in those environments and say, well, I'm tough, I'm all that, I'm this and that. No, you're fooling yourself. Who are you deceiving? Okay? Next, understand the power of being elevated in life so that your blessings can flow. Now, don't call me, get mad at me at this one. In other words, when you've been elevated to a manager, stop acting like a secretary. Okay? That's all it's saying. All right? Understand the power of being elevated. There's some power in that. You have to move up to the next level. All right? Now, seek to find out who you are and don't build your life through the success of other people. I've seen people trying to ride on somebody else's hit parade. Okay? And they want to look good, and they want to put on the costume, and they want to get a facade that I'm all this and that. And they riding on somebody else's success. An identity crisis will only lead to mental confusion. You must know and accept who you are. If you're not successful, don't try to ride on somebody else's success, especially if you didn't contribute anything to their well-being. Okay? Now, when it comes to telling someone the truth, never worry about hurting their feelings. And I'm going to tell you why. Intelligent, caring people will always make a conscious effort to say things in love and with concern. Big difference, okay? Now, beware of self-righteous people. They tend to be very lonely and are lost in their own make-believe world. They're not righteous. They think they are because somebody might have fed a little bit of something to them. Don't let people just feed your ego, with all kind of stuff and taint your spirit. I told you before, guard your heart, your spirit, and your reputation. That's serious. That's very important, okay? Don't be proud and boastful because it could all be gone in a second. Now, never allow people to know your weaknesses because people will and can and have used it against you. So you be careful about that. I didn't say walk around like you perfect and this and that. Just be careful. That's all I'm trying to say because people will take it and run with it. Okay? You've heard the expression people say, never let anybody see you sweat. That's all it means. Okay? Now, don't compromise your plan of action to please others. Believe in yourself. Never get so busy with your work that you don't have time to refocus on the original vision. I see people just driven by being driven, okay? Just running and doing things. I'm talking just with their work, their job, their family, the ministries. I mean, take time, refocus, regroup. Make sure you're on the right path, okay? Take time out for yourself in order to regroup and collect your thoughts. Next, don't be quick to judge others. You have some flaws too. Now, be aware of control freaks. Some people don't like that expression, but that's what they are. There are some bona fide, certified control freaks, okay? And they come to destroy your self-esteem, and they degrade your sense of critical thinking. That's what they do. They want to dictate to you how you should or shouldn't be. A lot of marriages have that, okay? They just want control the wrong way. Okay, I don't even know if it's the right way. You all can teach me. I don't know if there's a right way to be a control freak or not. But, if you got an answer, give me a call or something. Just let me know about that, because I don't believe it is so, but whatever, okay? When setting your goals for life, set your goals high. But remember that goals must be realistic and they must be measurable. Beware of always starting things in your life, but never finish anything. People just have a reputation and a lifestyle of just everything they started and nothing is finished, okay? There are many rewards when there is commitment, dedication, and completion. And this also includes self-gratification. When you complete it, you feel good about yourself, okay? Be a peacemaker. You will never find a peacemaker who is a troublemaker, okay? You will never find a troublemaker who is at peace with himself or even with God. So be a peacemaker, all right? Now, being trustworthy is a key to a great friendship. That's an important attribute to be a good friend. Next, one who has an attitude problem gets pushed back many times in life. A true friend knows how to recognize your needs. Don't allow unqualified people to validate you. You should know how to validate yourself by knowing your self-worth, your own self-worth. You need to know that. I mean, if you go to a job and they say, well, how much money are you expecting per hour? You're supposed to have an idea for that profession. When I was on the other side of the desk hiring people, I was a little leery at times when people say, well, I don't care, I don't know. I'm open. Open for what? You don't know what the budget is. You just ask for it. You know what you're worth. And if they didn't pay you that, then you know that they wasn't going to pay you what you were worth. You're going to have to fight for some more raises. So you're going into the situation bad. But at least have an idea, some inkling of an idea, okay? Always do what is right, even if no one else does, okay? I hear the young people say, well, everybody's doing it. Not necessarily. You don't have to, even adults. But you don't have to do what everybody's doing. Do what is right, even if no one else wants to do right. Okay. If you do the right thing the wrong way, you could possibly have a negative outcome. I'll say it again. If you do the right thing the wrong way, you could possibly have a negative outcome. All right. Never allow anyone to think for you. Make your own decisions. Simple. All right. Never hold a grudge against someone or live with unforgiveness. I know that's a tough one, boy. We got a lot of work to do on that one. All of us, okay? It will literally destroy you emotionally, and you may become your own worst enemy. That's serious. Life is about you having peace with yourself and with God. When you are at peace with yourself, others around you, they feel that same peace too. Isn't that remarkable? That you can be at peace with yourself and other people can pick up that peaceful energy that you have? That's a medicine within itself, okay? Now, set boundaries in your life. This includes how long you will deal with a negative, hostile situation or relationship. Always know how much you will or can tolerate. And my policy is, the best policy is zero tolerance for negativity, okay? Because it can only get worse the next time. Now, before you decide to indulge in something wrong, first think about the consequences. That one rule has kept me all my life. I'm being honest. I'm not trying to say I'm all goody two-shoes and perfect. Lady come up to me one time and she said, you think you better than everybody. I said, no, you can't imagine what I'm thinking. You think I'm better. That's what it is. I never told you that. I said, apparently you think I'm better. But see, it's your lifestyle that reflect off of people, and people sometimes don't like it when you're trying to do right, But no, that's what people would say. You think you better. How they know what you think? They don't know, okay? Now, remember, what you think about someone else, and I want to make sure you get this, what you think about someone else is more important than what they think of you. Okay, here's why. Hold on to your inner peace, because What you think about someone else could destroy you if it's not right. What they think of you, who cares? I don't. I never worried. When I was a kid, you don't know any better. People say things and think things. You want friends. Everybody's important then. But when you become an adult and wisdom supposedly has kicked in, it's not important what people think about you. I mean, you don't purposely give them some negativity, but you can't build your life around what they're thinking about you, because people will never find any good in anything. There's just some people out there that I think they were born just for that, okay? That's just my personal opinion, okay? Now, chronic complainers will never see good in anything. Oh boy, don't they need some prayer? Eventually they become dead weight on a relationship. Just negative all the time, just complaining, nothing is right. I've seen men that way, women that way, and I don't care what you do, they're going to complain. That's why you can't be a people pleaser. All right? Now, you will not be free in your mind until you get rid of your slave mentality. Some people have been set free in their mind, and they've got the chain still on their mind to think a certain way and act a certain way, and don't know that they can go 2 feet out of the cage. They've been in the cage all their life, but now you're out of the cage, you're out of the wilderness, and you could go on and step 2 or 3 feet, and you don't know that you can because you're just bound. Okay, you need help, okay? Beware of jealous people. Jealousy is not love. It is an uncontrollable rage. It is an illness that could possibly destroy everything in its path. If you got a jealous a friend, a spouse, whatever, that is not a good situation. I'm just telling you, because it gets out of hand. All right. Now, never compliment a person, and in the same breath, you criticize them for something else. That's the person who has a little bit of a problem, okay? Enjoy life to the fullest and learn to be grateful for what you already have. Next, remember, knowledge is all the things that you know, but wisdom is how you use all the things that you know. Someone once said that life may not be the party that you expected, but you can at least try to have the best dance. And then they said, life is not about how many breaths you take. It's about the number of moments that are breathtaking. Though all of these principles may not apply to everyone every day, use the ones that could apply to your life and try to build on that, okay? And I know that you may even have some of your own that you could implement. I did get a chance to finish most of them. But I want to say to you, you go to the website and you get some more information about these principles to live by. And that's all the time we have for now. And I'll see you next week.